Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. I want to jump right in with what's happening tonight, which is our drop-in grief group is meeting. That is tonight, January 14th at 7 p.m. in the Campbell Chapel. It's led by Karen Campbell and open to anyone who is experiencing grief, who's in the midst of grief right now. This Thursday is our Caring for Aging Loved Ones support group. That's also a drop-in group, so you don't have to sign up. It's for anyone who is caring for an aging loved one who is in a caretaker role. And that's this Thursday, January 17th at 7 p.m. In the Campbell Chapel. This Saturday is the community MLK Celebration that happens annually at First Baptist Church of Nashua. They have been doing this annual tribute to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. since 1982, and they invite the whole community to join in. It's Saturday, January 19th at 6 p.m. And there's going to be a great speaker and wonderful music. The Gay Men's Chorus always sings, and our community interfaith choir will be singing as well. And if you want to sing at the event this Saturday, you can still do that. There's one more rehearsal for the community interfaith choir, which is this Wednesday, January 16th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at First Baptist. So you can still sing if you come to that rehearsal, and you can talk to Jerry Davidson if you have any questions about that community interfaith choir event. So come on out on Saturday, either sing or just sit and enjoy the service. This Sunday, we're going to be doing an all-ages service honoring Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We're going to invite everyone to reflect on his legacy and the legacy of others who have other civil rights pioneers, and also to think about the work we have left to do. After the service, Jean Hrushka from ACLU is going to be delivering a talk on the 2019 campaign in New Hampshire to repeal the death penalty. This is going to be 11:30 in the fellowship room. It's sponsored by our social justice leadership team. It's going to include an overview of the past year's efforts and why they weren't successful, and why the ACLU thinks that this year has such a great chance for repealing the death penalty. Jean will talk about various arguments for repealing the death penalty, and most importantly, we'll discuss how folks can be a part of the campaign. Jean is the political director for ACLU New Hampshire, and prior to ACLU, she worked for the U.S. State Department, where she served as a senior advisor promoting democracy and human rights in Central America and coordinating U.S. sanctions policies. So she's got a long history of good work and is excited to come and share about the efforts to repeal the death penalty in New Hampshire that are going on in 2019. So join us for that after the service this Sunday. Also this Sunday is our monthly community dinner at 5 p.m. If you want to volunteer for that, I will put the link in the comments, and you can still sign up. We're always looking for more volunteers. You can also come enjoy the meal if you need a meal. Next Monday, January 21st, our racial justice discussion group is going to be meeting. This is our monthly group. It's drop-in. You don't have to sign up. It's at 7 p.m. in the youth room, and they'll be talking about some aspect of racial justice. Coming up on January 27th, we've got a really fun event. It's an all-ages bowling party. It's going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. at Leda Lanes here in Nashua. The cost is just $10 per person for 2 hours of bowling and shoes, so it's a great deal. You can join fellow UUs for an evening of bowling and fellowship. Pizza and trophies will be provided by Team Intricasso. And if you want to join, please RSVP by the 15th. That's tomorrow, to Alice Intricasso. You can reach her at intricassop@aol.com, or you can look up her phone number in our database in Breeze. They need at least 20 bowlers to get the group rate, so it's really important that you RSVP by tomorrow. We've got a second fun event coming up on February 2nd from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. It's a paint party. So Ellen Fisher is organizing this and inviting everyone to join in the dining room Saturday, February 2nd from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. for painting fun. Paula Furlong, a local art teacher, will lead us in painting a winter scene. No experience is necessary, really. If you've ever wanted to try painting but never have, this is a great opportunity. Paula is an enthusiastic and encouraging teacher, always a good thing. The cost is $12 per person, cash or check, payable at the party, which includes all the materials, including canvases, brushes, paint, etc. The workshop is suitable for adults and for young people who are at least 10 years old. Bring a parent if you're less than 13. They'll have some beverages. Feel free to bring snacks to share, but it's not required. After the party, the plan is to display the paintings for the month of February in our fellowship gallery. So the hallway that's between the sanctuary and the dining room and fellowship room where we usually have artwork. The display in February is going to be your art if you come to this paint party. At the end of the month, you'll get to take your painting home. Space is limited to the first 25 people who RSVP to Ellen Fisher at ellen@fisher.cc. Email her with any questions or to RSVP. Hope that you will be able to join us for that. Mark your calendars. We are having a Contra Dance on February 9th. It's going to be at 7 p.m. And it'll be up in the auditorium. It'll be really fun. You don't have to have any experience to come to a Contra Dance, fun for all ages. And mark your calendars for that. There'll be more details coming soon. And finally, I just want to let you know that this year your tax statements will be coming by email. So if you gave money to the church or any of our outreach offering recipients, you will get an email that gives you a link to get to your tax statement so that you can use those for your deductions. If we don't have an email address for you, we will mail you a hard copy. But if we've got your email address, you're going to be receiving it by email, and that should be in your inboxes in the next couple of weeks. That's all I've got for today. Next week, I'm going to be doing Tuesday announcements because Monday is a holiday. So if you want your announcements included next week, get them to me by Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. and I will make sure to include them. I hope you have a wonderful week. Look forward to seeing you this weekend and stay warm.